Hi, Ron. Would you like to go out for dinner after work today? I'd be even happier if you got a reservation at a restaurant with a view.
Miss Cross?
Please, call me Pam.
I'm sorry, but I have a meeting with our branch overseas at night today. I have to stay after work since there's a time difference. Not only that, but I'm trying not to go drinking or eating with other women. It's no use no matter how many times you invite me.
What? How many times have you turned me down like this until now? Let's just try and go out once, okay?
I need to get back to work, so goodbye.
Ron! Come on!
Hi, Claire. I'm finally done with work.
Must have been a hard day.
Sorry about today. I was planning on having dinner at your apartment after work today, but...
It's alright, don't worry about it. Still though, this overtime came out of nowhere.
Yep, it was suddenly decided that we would have a meeting with our overseas branch. There was a time difference as well, so it was a mess.
Make sure to get some rest, alright?
Yeah, thanks.
So, are you going to go straight home today?
Yep. We're going to discuss the wedding ceremony with the planners tomorrow, so I should probably get some sleep.
Yeah, I'll take a bath and go to bed early as well.
Alright, see you tomorrow.
Yep, see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night. Hi, Claire. You probably still have no boyfriend because you're so ugly, right? Oh, it's you again, Pam. What do you mean it's you again? I've told you this 1,000 times. I cut ties with you and everyone else in my family once I graduated high school and was kicked out of home. Haven't you noticed that just because you got my new phone number from my friends who didn't know what happened doesn't mean I'm gladly welcoming your texts? Of course! That's why I'm texting you. I don't know what's funny about this, but I'm no longer the girl you knew who was always tense and scared of what her family thought. Even if you insult me like you used to back home, I just don't care what you have to say anymore. Huh? If that's fine with you, then alright. I'll reply to your texts, but I think we'll just be wasting each other's time. It'd just be a bother, really. Huh? What's with the attitude? You're just a failure that was never loved by Mom and Dad. Yes, but Aunt and her husband adopted me and treated me like I was their own daughter, so it doesn't really bother me. What? What's your deal? You've never even had a boyfriend. But I do have a boyfriend. What? There's something I need to take care of now. Bye. Hey, you really surprised me. There's no way an ugly woman like you could ever get a boyfriend. You're lying. I, on the other hand, am on good terms with the son of a CEO. I can't quite take our relationship to the next step, which is a bit bothersome though. But this is without a doubt proof that I'm important to him. The way he's so stoic and strict is a sign that he's going to be a good husband once we get married. So there's no need to worry. I want to be the wife of a CEO so bad. Hi, Ron. What's the meaning of this?
What is it, Miss Cross?
The invitation to your wedding ceremony that you are handing out to everyone in the department? Why did you give one to me as well?
I thought that it was my responsibility as a son of the CEO, and as the person who's going to be the CEO after my dad. My fiancé agreed to it as well, so it was decided that I would invite everyone in the company to our wedding reception. Of course, I'm not forcing anyone to come, and it won't affect your standing at work either, so it's fine if you don't go.
That's not what I'm talking about. What do you mean you're getting married? I thought I was your girlfriend.
What are you talking about? I don't remember you ever being my girlfriend, and I turned down all your invitations to dinner. I told you that I wanted you to stop as well.
But that's because I was important to you, right?
To be honest, I don't remember doing anything that might have given you the idea that I was interested in you. I've been going out with my fiancé ever since university.
What?
It's been almost 10 years, but even if we did have a few fights, we've gotten along. I think that I was loyal to her in my own way during that time. I don't think that's going to change once we get married, but if you're going to spread strange rumors, whether outside the office or in it, then I'm going to have to intervene where I have to. Please stop making any more trouble.
But... Hold on. What's the meaning of this? Why are you at this wedding? This is supposed to be Ron's wedding, right? I get it now. You're trying to take over the wedding, right? I can't believe this. There's no way he'd marry an ugly hag like you. It's no use trying to seduce the groom when he's the son of a CEO. The only person who's allowed to destroy this wedding is his true lover, me. I'm the one who's going to stand next to him wearing a wedding dress. I won't let you bother us. I'll kick you out no matter what. That's what you get. I pulled you all the way outside of the venue. I came up with it on the fly, but me rubbing balls of dirt I made from the flower bed was effective as well. That was so fun! No, not only can you no longer enter the venue, but you won't be able to show yourself to Ron. That was you, Pam? Yep. Did you not notice because I had gotten so much prettier? I can vaguely recognize you, but I was surprised because the evil determination on your face was so evident. What? I just told Ron what you did to me. Huh? So what if you told him? He's not going to help someone like you even if you did. On the other hand, he is going to treat me like a hero now for saving his wedding. There's no way a hag like you could ever be a bride. Oh my, this might be my chance. Pam, did you read the names of the bride and groom on the wedding invitation? What?
Miss Cross, what are you doing to my bride? I just got to Claire. She was covered in dirt. This is horrible.
What's going on?
Claire told you, right? Look at the names of the bride and groom on the wedding.
Okay. What? Is this my sister? Huh? My sister's name is written as the bride's name.
Claire's last name changed because she was adopted by her aunt. But it seems that you met your aunt now and then as well, so you must know her last name was Nelson, right? Did you not think anything when you saw Claire Nelson?
I didn't look at the invitation properly.
Huh?
I didn't want to look at the bride's name since it would make me feel like I had lost. I didn't want to know the name of the person who stood in my way of becoming a celebrity wife. How should I have known that the wife of Ron, who's so high-spec'd, is my ugly failure of a sister?
I don't appreciate you insulting my fiancé like that, but...
Oh no, it's just that...
But Claire says that isn't the problem, so I'll pretend I didn't hear it. You understand now though, right? My fiancé, Claire, is your sister.
That's impossible. Why am I being fired?
Did you receive a notice from HR saying that they would process it as your voluntary resignation out of pity?
But all I did was rub some dirt on my sister's head.
You're lucky Claire didn't file a complaint against you. It would normally have been considered as assault, apparently. To tell you the truth, I was worried about what you might do at the day of the wedding. But you managed to slip by unnoticed and sneak into the bride's waiting room. There's a male employee that helped you during this, right?
There was no such person.
This male employee told me everything. He regretted his actions and voluntarily quit. You used your body to make him do what you said, right?
Uh, my only feelings are those I have toward you.
I talked to your parents about this.
What? Mom and Dad? What did they tell you?
I told them that I wouldn't file a complaint and let you off with a standard alimony if they accepted one condition.
Mom and Dad help me? It must be because they love me so much. Because unlike Claire, who was an ugly good-for-nothing, I was pretty and talented.
I don't know whether you would call this saving you, but...
So, what conditions did you give them?
Firstly, you three would erase all the contact information you have of Claire, and that you would never bother her again.
Oh, that much is nothing. Who cares if I can no longer see Claire? I'd gladly accept those conditions.
Secondly, the three of you will move somewhere far away.
Huh? What? You're telling me to move? That means I won't be able to see you anymore. And Dad's company doesn't have a relocation system, which means that Dad will have to quit his job as well.
This isn't my problem. If you don't like the conditions, then I'll file a complaint. You'll probably get a criminal record if you don't accept.
I don't want that.
Then, you'll have to do what I say.
This is so unfair. All I wanted was to marry you and become the wife of a CEO. To think that my sister would steal that from me.
She didn't steal me from you. All you did was cause trouble on your own. You haven't even reached the starting point.
But we were in love.
No, we weren't. You were just being delusional this whole time. Well then, I doubt we'll ever meet again, but...
Wait, Ron! Think this through. I could be a much better wife than Claire could ever be.
Don't ever show yourself to me or Claire ever again.
Ron, please!
Goodbye. The wedding ceremony was successfully held thanks to the work of the staff. We turned in our marriage papers as well that day. We wrote Claire's aunt and her husband's names as our guarantors, since they had shown up to the wedding as Claire's parents. The alimony I asked from Miss Cross was also paid. Apparently, they got the money by selling their house that was already 80 years old. According to Claire, her former parents loved Pam so much that they probably spent a fortune on her, and so couldn't save up for their retirement. For now, it seemed that they're going to live off Pam's father's retirement money. But it was revealed that her parents were actually in debt. Pam was forced to help in paying back the debt, and so she now works multiple part-time jobs nonstop. Apparently, one of these jobs is working at a brothel. Why am I not surprised? After all, she did get one of the male employees at the wedding to do what she said by selling him her body. Anyways, Pam was able to pay back their debt quicker than anyone would have guessed, since apparently her job at the brothel actually paid pretty well. She now spends every day more or less in the same manner, work a few hours during the day, and work a few more hours at night at the brothel. Apart from losing a few friends after the incident, things more or less seem to have worked out for her.
Good afternoon! It's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking to? What? You really don't know? There's no way you forget after 10 years, right? You can't tell from my name? My name is Christina Stevenson. I am your mother. I actually don't have a mother. Oh, you. Look at you being all stubborn. I raised you for 5 years after I divorced your father, and this is what I get? You forget me? You really are something else. I thought we had a deeper bond. I'm sorry, I don't recall any of that. This is going to be my last response, so goodbye. Wait, hold on. You're not holding a grudge, are you? You must be upset about the whole thing still. Yeah, I guess I can understand. I wanted to apologize to you. That's why I reached out to contact you. It's a little too late for apologies, don't you think? My father and I both have forgot about you and have been enjoying our lives. How could you be so rude? I told you already. I wanted to apologize to you. For 10 years, I've wanted to apologize to you. For 10 years? You must be out of your mind if you think I believe you. You could have done anything sooner, but you didn't, did you? I know that Dad kept reaching out to you and you just kept ignoring him. Ignoring? No, that's not what I did. I had a lot of things going on too, you know. I hope you understand, okay? What do you mean a lot of things? Tell me one good reason. You apologizing now doesn't change anything anyway. It's not like I can just ignore everything that happened. I will never forget what you've done to me. What? Are you talking about that day I accidentally left you? Accidentally left me? How could you just come up with these lines? You kicked me out of the car while I was bawling and begging you to stop. Then you just drove off like nothing ever happened. I will never forget any of what happened that day. No, that's all a total misunderstanding. It's not a misunderstanding. I walked all the way to Dad, alone. Then some female cop found me and took me to Dad's house. He was surprised too and cried with me. And I will never forget that day, and I will never forgive you. Wait, you hang on just a second. If you're saying that you won't forgive me, fine. I don't care if that's what you want to say for now. But you and I were definitely mother and daughter, whether you like it or not. So what? Why are you trying to pretend to be my mother now? I told you a second ago, but I'll tell you again. I don't have a mother. I live my life thinking that she is dead and long gone. My only parent is my father. You're just some stranger. You can say and think whatever you like, dear. But legally, you can't argue. You cannot just cut ties with me that easily. Okay, and? What exactly are you trying to accomplish with this conversation? Well, after that day I accidentally left you, I studied hard and got a certain certification. I really don't care. Do I have to listen to your stupid story? I'm actually a lawyer now. I did this to prove that I am indeed your mother. Wow, that's cool. I don't really care about the little legal nuggets of knowledge you have to drop on me. You're not my mother, and I will never agree with you. I don't care if you agree with me or not. Fact is fact. Lauren, just admit it already. What are you trying to tell me already? You're beating around the bush too much. Well, actually, Mom has a favor to ask of you, Lauren. A favor? I want you to help your mother. Life has been a little rough, you know. I was doing something about it all on my own, but I got to the point where I can't do anything about it anymore. That sounds tough. You need to find somewhere else to look for help. I can't do that. What do you mean? A child has a responsibility to take care of their parents. Civil Code Chapter 877, Paragraph 1. You have a responsibility to take care of me. Okay, you're still beating around the bush. In other words, you have to take care of me. Till the very end. What? I'm actually impressed by how greedy you can be. That's not gonna happen. Actually, it is going to happen whether you want it to or not. It's decided by law. If you want to reject the idea, I have the power to sue you a large amount of money for damages. You understand? You should probably listen to me before I sue you. You have a duty to take care of your mother financially. Okay, understand? So, that's how it's gonna be. Thanks, Lauren. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna say no, and never. If you want someone to take care of you, Just ask your other daughter. What? What? Don't act dumb. You have another daughter. I know it. The one you gave birth to after you left me. You're giving her all your love, right? So, I'm sure she won't mind taking care of you at all. I guess you'll have to wait a few years till she's of legal age to mooch off of, but... What are you talking about? You're my only child. Okay. Stop being coy with me. I guess she would be a sister from a different mister? No, you're wrong. I met her the other day. Yeah, with that non-existent daughter of yours. Huh? It was seriously pure coincidence. Do you know the kind of work that I do? You probably don't know. You never even really gave a crap about the kind of things that I did. Right now, I work as a female cop at a police station. About a month ago, I think. Your daughter was lost and delivered to you by a police officer. You remember that? The officer that handled that whole case was me. I felt like I remembered seeing that girl's mom's number. You really haven't changed for 10 years, have you? When I asked her for her mom's name, it was the same name I had heard 10 years ago, too. My coworker was able to take the case from me, so I didn't have to see you directly, though. And I was trying to forget about our stupid relationship anyway. I did feel really bad for the girl, though. I hope you think about what you've done in jail. What are you talking about? Why are you saying something about jail? Well, you have to arrest criminals, right? That's my job. Criminal? What do you think I am? I'm your mother! It doesn't really matter if you're my mother. A criminal is a criminal. The moment you pretended to be a lawyer, you became a criminal. What? I'm not lying! I really am a lawyer! I'm actually impressed that you're trying to pretend to be a lawyer to a police officer. Can you show me proof then? If you're a real lawyer, it shouldn't be difficult, right? Okay, fine. Here, is that proof enough? I'm a real lawyer. Wow, you're really gonna go there, huh? You really can't be saved, can you? Alright, I'll bite then. If you're a real lawyer, you should be able to tell me your legal code. What union are you with? Which round of state-certified bar exam did you graduate with? Hello? Cat got your tongue? Are you Googling it right now? It won't help you. Even if you manage to scrounge together something to submit as proof, if I search your full name in our state records, I can find your information real quick. Or I guess I will find a distinct lack of information, huh? Okay, fine, I'm sorry. I won't tell you to support me anymore, okay? So please let this go. We're parent and child, right? You can let this go, right? I really wasn't planning to blow this out of proportion like this. You haven't done anything that is worthy of calling yourself my parent. I don't know how you're able to talk to me after all these years. When you were getting divorced, Dad paid for my college tuition all at once to make sure that I could go to college. He even paid for child support at once. I heard it was twice of the market prices, though. It was when I was 10 and I graduated at 22, so... If you think about it, it was 12 years worth of child support. You used all that up in about... 5 years? Actually, maybe you used it up sooner than that. 2 years after the divorce, and you stopped buying me clothes entirely. Of course, you didn't give me an allowance. Sometimes you didn't even feed me. What are you talking about? Your memory is all wrong, dear. I made sure to raise you well. What are you talking about? Did you lie too much that you started to warp reality? You used to always tell me you took me for the money, and the money only. That you didn't really want to take care of me at all. Then you got tired of raising me, so you dumped me off in the middle of nowhere that day. No, that's not true! I really accidentally left you there! Ugh, I don't understand how you accidentally kick your child from the car and leave her. Why didn't you come pick me up? I feel like your story doesn't make any sense. There's also no reason for you to leave me in the middle of nowhere either. And finally, there's no reason you should ever drive off when your daughter isn't even in the car. Hey, why don't we calm down and talk about it, huh? Let's meet up in person and talk. We're family. We should talk in person and not over text like this. You won't know the kind of feelings I have over some text on a screen. Hey, I was just joking around a little bit, right? You should understand. Of course I won't understand. I didn't understand anything about you from the moment you divorced Dad. I didn't understand a single thing. Dad didn't even tell me why you two got a divorce either. I remember though, my memory is faded a little bit, but you brought some random man into your house, didn't you? Okay, fine. I won't get involved with you anymore. So let's just let the past be past, okay? It was a terrible misunderstanding that made everything go the wrong way, okay? That's it. I don't need anything else, okay? Help me out for a little bit, okay? What was it you said? It doesn't matter what you think. Fact is fact. This is literally case in point. I will decide if I want to let things go or not. I told you that I will never forgive you. Just like that day that you left me in the middle of nowhere and didn't save me. I will never save you either. Afterwards, I reported the fact that my mother lied about being a lawyer and even sent me proof of her fraudulent credentials. She was arrested a few days later with numerous pieces of evidence. On top of pretending to be a lawyer, she even threatened me, so the whole thing was deemed as incredibly malignant, and she was sentenced with no chance of parole. I'm not sure if she's remorseful at all, but she's in prison now. Her daughter, that would technically be my sister, is currently living with her father. I'm sure she will never see her or my mother again. I think that she probably doesn't like me after this whole thing. The day she left me was the reason that I became a female police officer. The female police officer that saved me that day talked to me while I was wandering the streets at night. She gave me a big hug to calm me down. While she was taking me to my father's house, she would calm me down and I couldn't stop crying the whole way home. I still remember it all vividly. I knew I wanted to be like this person. I wanted to help people. Since then, I have made my dreams reality. After I became an officer, I met the woman that saved me when I was a child. She said she remembered me well. When I told her that I came this far because of her, she told me that it was my turn to give hope and dreams to another little lost soul. I haven't had any chance to work with that officer yet, but I'm going to do everything I can to fulfill my duties as a police officer.